She says, "Do not stare at me because I am dark, for the sun has burned me." She's been toiling, working under the sun. In her day, that was very unbecoming for a lady. That was not something to be proud of. A lady who was tan was looked down upon because that meant she was poor, because she had to be out in the sun, slaving all day. They were into pale chicks back then. Ladies that didn't have to go out and work, and they could be indoors, shaded from the sun. But such was not her lot. She was burned by the sun. It's interesting that the Song of Songs comes to us right on the heels of another book called Ecclesiastes, which is all about life under the sun. Does that sound familiar? Solomon, same author, human author, Solomon saying, there's nothing new under the sun. And he used that phrase, under the sun, several times. So she's been toiling under the sun. It's representative of natural life, maybe even life apart from God. Solomon draws those conclusions. You know, apart from God, we cannot enjoy anything. We can't enjoy our work. We can't enjoy our food. We can't enjoy people, pleasures, nothing under the sun. So she's been working, toiling under the sun. It says, my mother's sons were angry with me. That's an interesting phrase. Mother's sons. So, if my mother had sons, wouldn't they be my brothers? Why doesn't she just refer to them as her brothers? Sounds like there's some relational tension going on, maybe some sibling rivalry, where she doesn't even want to call them her brothers, but rather her mother's sons. Either that or they're from different fathers, or I don't know. I'm just observing. She's not calling them her brothers. She's calling them her mother's sons. But, oh no, they would be her brothers in one way or another. And they were angry with her. Why might they be angry with her? And then it says, they made me caretaker of the vineyards. Okay, wait. I thought they were angry with her. I thought they were not pleased with her. But then they put her in charge. They put her in an important role. Take care of the vineyards. Well, some have theorized that they were angry with her because they saw her passion. They saw her heart awaking. They saw her youthful zeal, and it made them angry. Have you ever seen somebody who's really passionate, on fire for God, or whatever, and had a response of anger in your heart towards them? Yeah, now this is hitting home, isn't it? I experienced that. We see somebody who seems more passionate than us, somebody who seems to be living from their heart, and there's a jealousy inside. And we respond with anger, and we try to shove them down, try to squelch it. Well, what they did is they decided to work her to death. Or try. They made her caretaker of the vineyards. She was the caretaker of multiple vineyards. No wonder she was burned. Now I want you to think about life in the family of God. I want you to think about life in the church even. Sometimes we look at the people who are passionate and we say, oh, you're on fire for God, huh? Well, we'll put you to work and see what happens to that fire. Or maybe it's not even malicious like that. We just see people like, wow, they're fired up. They're in love with the Lord. Let's make them in charge of everything. Because they would be awesome people to be leading this and leading that and leading this. Perhaps we shouldn't be so quick to do that. This girl gets burned out. But we can't blame it all on others. She even says, but I have not taken care of my own vineyard. And I like to think of the vineyard as the heart, as our own relationship with Jesus, that place that we meet Him. She realizes, they were angry with me. Maybe they shouldn't have made me do all that work or offered me all that work, whatever the case. But really, I'm the one who's not taken care of my vineyard. Have you been there, beloved? Have you been so busy doing the work in the vineyards of the kingdom that you've forgotten to take care of your own vineyard, your own heart, your own place where you meet with Jesus? Well, one, know that you're in good company, that there's others in the same boat, and that there's grace. And let this be a moment where you say, you know what, it's time for me to take care of my own vineyard. I've been burned. I've been toiling. I've been doing things for God, but without God. That's toiling under the sun. I've been caring for everybody else's vineyard, but I've not taken care of my own. Well, let this be a moment that you bring your vineyard, your heart before the Lord, and begin to say, I want to care for this thing. I want to tend this thing. I don't want to be burned. I want to be alive for you.